Alright, I'm going to keep showing this stuff until someone comes and helps. I'm surprised the media isn't here by now. I'm proving, I think more than ever, police misconduct. I'm going to prove, I have a part 1 and part 2 and part 3 now. I'm going to prove this Officer Pasquale, badge 176, knows Johnny has a weapon, found nothing wrong with it, and Johnny's just got arrested for a weapon, and they ignore that he has a medical problem, that he can't drink 1 beer, or he seems like he's had 50. Pasquale knows it's true. When they were trying to arrest him before, Pasquale took him to the hospital, which anyone can call and ask him if it's true, and they did not listen to me, and they set up Johnny to go to jail today, who's having a medical emergency right now. He will probably most likely start vomiting on himself. His blood pressure, I'm sure, is dangerously low. That's why he was confused when the police approached him. I explained it to him. They ignored me. On top of it, when I was trying to defend Johnny and I, they violently came at me, and they put these handcuffs on me, and my wrist is swelling more and more by the minute. You can tell that's not makeup. You can see clearly this is swelling. And you ask yourself, what woman deserves... It's all on the back too, all swollen. It's on both wrists. This one, it really hurt because I have bangles on, and they crushed the bangles on my wrist. You can see how badly hurt I am. These are 2 cops that just did this to me. 2 cops in Baytown, Texas, when they just set me up for a crime. One of my trolls, or Toby Hewitt, was at it again today. They already have it in the system that my case went to the FBI and another DA. And at the time they accused me, someone called Starbucks and said that I was making a threatening call. It was a setup. And here's proof that I was with an officer at the time. Badge 82, anyone can call. The number is, what does that say? 281-422-837. I can't read that. Sorry, I'm 271. There you go. He even gave me his email and said he believes that something sounds like it really needs to be investigated. Here it is, email. And I hate to put his email live, but I fear for my life. I fear for my boyfriend's life, Johnny White. We did break up last night. I put it on Facebook. I shouldn't have done it. But he's been acting really different since the aggravated assault and all the death threats and all the harassment. And he was upset today. So what if he went and got a beer? Big deal. He's not a criminal. And probably because he was allergic to it, they failed to recognize that he was confused when he was approached. He's afraid of police officers because of how they treated me. Hello. There you go. He saw me in handcuffs. He probably went into shock. And they went ahead and took him, let me go, when I told him who I am and how I've been on radio and how this hell's gone to the FBI. They let me go, and the only reason they did it is because someone started taking a picture of what they were doing to me, who was witnessing at Starbucks on Garth. And I'll tell you what, if there weren't 2 people noting what was happening to me, I believe those policemen were going to put me in the car with Johnny. This is America. This is going to stop. I'm a targeted individual. I've been proving this for 9 years. I'm suing in federal court over it. I've left numerous messages for the judge's clerk who has not returned my phone call. That's Judge David Hittner. That's in Harris County. I'm in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit over police corruption and misconduct and brutality and other things that would blow you away. And there it happened again today. And now I'm stranded. Johnny has the keys. He has our last bit of money, which isn't much. I have a phone that I deliberately didn't pay today because of all the death threats. And then I conveniently get accused of making a violent call today at Starbucks when I was at McDonald's and don't even have a working phone. Y'all, this is a setup. I told the manager it's a setup. Next thing I knew, she went in the back. I showed her case numbers. I showed her proof that I'm innocent. This has been going on for 9 months, where everywhere I go, they try to set me up for crimes. It's already been documented with the police, and how dare them, and how dare that Starbucks manager tell them to kick me off the property forever based on a hearsay phone call. And even when I showed her, ma'am, it's a lie because my phone don't work. How'd I make a threatening call when my phone hasn't worked since yesterday? And she looked at me weird, and I knew I was being set up. So I want to show you again what police are allowed to do to women who are victims of threats, all documented by this cop. And within 15 minutes today, I was manhandled by police officers. Both of them grabbed me very hard on my arms. They threw me on a chair. When I started screaming for help, They eventually put the handcuffs off of me after leaving them on about 10 minutes while they watch me watch them arrest my boyfriend, who was having a medical emergency that's documented with the hospitals, that with his head injury he can't drink. How dare the state? This is how many times have they endangered my life? Y'all need to send this to the FBI. I don't care. The DA's office, Court 177, has my case. Zimmer, DA Zimmer, Sipinode, Court 177 in Houston at the DA's office. And then also the FBI has a case number on me. You can call the FBI and say what you're witnessing here. If you believe police officers had the right to handcuff me when I was trying to show my evidence, my friends, they never even looked at my evidence. They never looked at the proof that I didn't do it, that I was with an officer, and he ignored my boyfriend's medical problems. He ignored his head injury. He ignored my rights. I have the right as an American citizen to show my evidence, and he let me and let Johnny get set up, and then was super rude to me and scared the heck out of me, and I started sweating profusely. He started yelling at me while I was clearly having probably, some kind of a lump in my throat, and I was scared to death. And he said, walk this way. He wouldn't even let me walk home. I said, sir, I live that way. Not realizing I can't go home because the keys are with Johnny. This is a setup. I told 911, y'all are endangering my life, and I'm going to report this to Internal Affairs. Y'all please call Baytown Internal Affairs. I even have their card because they were supposed to meet with me. Let me find it. Can you believe this? I was actually supposed to meet with Internal Affairs, and I was given a card to make a police, I don't know now. I was given a card because I also told them that we were promised victim assistance as victims of a crime, and we haven't gotten that, counseling or whatever. But they gave me, is this it? Look at all these police reports I have for being harassed and threats, and they treat me this way. At my age, as a victim of a crime, I got so many police reports, my friends. I mean, all this stuff, numbers that don't help, police that don't help. Here it is. Is that DA's office? What is that? DA, I think. I don't know what this is. Yeah, did that say DA? I think that's the DA's office. There you go. They were supposed to meet with me. I think that's their number. Detective. Didn't that say detective? I'm going to call it right now. I don't even know what this number is to. How dare Baytown Police get away with hurting me? By the way, I have a rare muscle disease. You can't be hard on my muscles. This is why the other cop got in trouble. He went to jail for what he did to me, and I showed proof that I'm getting death threats with his face today, and they do this to me? Really? You think that's makeup, my friends? You can clearly see that's not makeup. I am not going to let them get away with this. Please call the media. I'm in Baytown, Texas. I'm stranded here. Anyone that can wire money to Walmart, you know my name, Amy K. Sharon, CHARRON. I need enough money to get a hotel because I don't even have a way to go home over police brutality, misconduct. And this is America, where police can do this to women and take my poor boyfriend who's having a medical emergency right now. Please, please call this, I believe, detective or Internal Affairs. Report this. They went and looked that I have an FBI case number. They went and looked that I have a police case number. Many. They didn't look at the fact that I have two DA case numbers, and they literally set Johnny and I up, and they tortured me, basically, mentally and physically, and I need someone to help me. I'm stranded. I don't want to live in Baytown ever again. I did break up with Johnny. He told me something bad would happen if you do it, and they brainwashed me, and they sent me all these things. This is my other wrist. My other wrist is just as bad, but my bangles are hiding it. But you can see the bruising and everything. Look, y'all, I need the heck out of, really, Texas, but I'm not leaving Johnny. I need y'all to call the jailhouse, report what's going on. I just gave you the officer's name, Pasquale. He's the one that knows Johnny has allergic reaction to beer. He saved his life. He didn't arrest him. He took him to the ER where he should be right now. And I'm going to make sure that I hope y'all help me out, because Johnny's in danger. I don't trust those police. I believe they could abuse him after what they did to me. And Johnny is helpless. He is confused with his head injury, and they're taking advantage of a disabled man. And I'm going to so blow the whistle on this one. Please call Internal Affairs in Baytown. Report what you just saw. Report what these two cops were able to do to me. Put me in handcuffs because I said you're illegally coming after me on a setup. Oh my God, you're not allowed to hurt someone just because they're saying, look at my evidence. Here it is again. At the very time I was set up for a crime, this officer was with me for roughly, I don't know, hour and a half, I don't know. a long time at McDonald's today, and I got set up for a crime at Starbucks, where I wasn't even there. And they have me at Starbucks, like, I don't even still understand what happened. Accused of making a threatening call at Starbucks when I hadn't been at Starbucks for like 3 hours or something. I don't know, 2.5 hours, something like that. It was only in Starbucks, I don't know, 5 minutes. I think Johnny got a cup of coffee, I can't remember. This was a setup. Ma'am, you made a threatening call. The manager said you made a threatening call. I said, I showed the manager my phone doesn't work. How'd I make a threatening call? I didn't pay my bill. It doesn't work. Are you serious? Next I knew, he handcuffed me, and they did it so hard, threw me on the chair, hurt my shoulder. I am done. I am done. I want these bastards in jail. I am tired of being bullied by cops. This is why I'm in a federal lawsuit. And there it is again, being manhandled by cops. And I bet you they don't go to jail, and I bet you they don't even get in trouble. Meanwhile, Johnny may be in serious critical condition.